So from here, I think we just go south. This army can handle this settlement and probably this one. So we'll come down here, take this, and then probably start another war. I don't know. Well, you know what, actually? We'll take this, we'll go west, take that, and then we'll start another war. This guy probably needs to head west and take this. And then this one, it looks like he's got multiple, so he's probably got some more down here. So that'll be exactly what I wanted to do. Just go to the edge of the map, completely cut this part off, and then isolate these guys to the north. Now, they're all congregating on their southern border, which is not really what I wanted. I would love them to go north and get away from this, so that we don't have to worry about them bum rushing our settlements, but I guess we'll figure that out. And this guy, this is, yeah, not a particularly strong army. We gotta figure out where to put him. We could have him help this side right here. I think we were planning on sending him this way, but we could consolidate Othuan and then transfer him over. That might not be a bad idea. That'll give us a little more flexibility.
Ridiculous.
What are we up against here? No AoE. Fair bit of archers, but probably nothing we can't handle, especially since we've got spawns. We've got the zombies we can summon. This guy's a level 1, but this guy does have 7 of them. So I think we push down here. You know what? Let's take this reward here. So perform better in battle or campaign map. Let's go campaign map. We got 1,500 money, and then campaign movement range 25%. I'll make use of that. Now if we come down here, yeah, see it's going to tell us 2 turns. I guess on the water it doesn't really matter. Can we go on land? See, if we go on land right here, we guarantee that we can attack it next turn. Whereas if we don't land, there's no guarantee. Unfortunately, we can't reach this. Yeah, so I think we just land right here. We're not really giving anything up. We just need to make sure we survive this fight, which shouldn't be a problem. And it's not going to pull the garrison in. So it's just the 1 stack. But we'll get ready to fight that end of next turn. And we don't take attrition. Perfect. So that will work out quite well, I think. Now, since we're in Oathwan, let's just keep pushing down here. I'd love to wipe this out. They've got 2 armies and a garrison. We'll just take this out completely. If we can reach it, we can. So we don't have to worry about that then. Assuming we can win that fight. This army, I think, will push to the Unicorn Gate. We'll take the Unicorn Gate. Tell me we can get there in 2 turns. We may not, but I think it's going to be close. Okay, so that's that. Let's see, we've got this other fight down here. We'll do that next. Yeah, this might be a tough fight. I don't know. So this is their legendary lord. Yeah, Alariel. She's only level 11 though, but has some items. This army is not very good. So they've been kind of struggling here, it looks like. It's only a Necrolord, but he's level 38, so I think we'll be alright. Wait, do they have any AoE that we need to worry about? These things hit pretty hard, but we can probably take them out before they get too many shots off. I'm not too worried about that. They do have Flock of Doom. The good thing about that is it doesn't do that much damage. And then everything else is buffs. So yeah, not a whole lot of damage spells. So Flock of Doom. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So here we go. We got our items ready. Let's go ahead and attack the settlement on the army on the outside. And then that'll give us at least 2 chances to wipe this out. Because I would like to kill the army if we can. And also this army is inside the settlement that is attached to the water. So if we fight it and we don't wipe them out the first time, they will probably go on the water. I don't want to do that. So if we fight them here, that'll it'll pull them into the fight. We'll get a second chance to fight them again before they run. And we should be able to basically annihilate them. Or at least that's the hope. We could also lightning strike here. I don't think it's necessary though. I think we just fight this. So we'll put everybody in the corner. Try and get a little bit of damage done before they start coming after us. Get everybody down there. And then we'll probably have to run these guys around somewhere. I don't know where, but our fast moving units. Alright, what do we want to target? Definitely the artillery. Yeah, I don't want this thing coming after us. If we can dive bomb. Yeah, he's gonna keep going after us, I think. So we might need to spend one of our summons here. do it. The dive bomb would just run away. Look at that little bird. Alright, so that should be fine. I think that'll be... Yep, that's one already off of his equipment and pretty much dead. Actually, both? Quite. Actually, let's target this one if we can. It's a very effective zombie. I think we'll get both. Yep, we got both off of their equipment, so we should be fine. Let's go ahead and back out so we don't get stuck. This guy doesn't have anything, so we don't need to worry about him. We're just worried about the reinforcements. That lady, Ilariel. Okay, what else? I want to save as many of our summons as we can because we're going to get hit pretty hard. Once they get in here with a lot of the archers, we're going to take a bit of damage. Oh, this thing hits fairly hard. You got to be careful. Yeah, he hits pretty hard. Let's go harass the new people over here. See if that lord's coming in. They do have some flying units we could get some damage in on. Yeah, they have even more birds here. This is going to be kind of tough. We might need to get all of our big units back as well, because these guys are fast. They could probably swarm and pick our units off. Let's try to get some damage in on this thing, because this is not supposed to be very good melee. Still hitting pretty hard. Yeah, let's just get out. It still hits pretty hard. So I'm going to pull the cav back in. I don't think we can hide them anywhere. Get these guys back. Get our dire wolves in the back as well. Yeah, let's just get everybody back. We could use them though. Like the Vargulf will be fairly helpful because they have some large units that are probably going to dive bomb us. And that'll give us a little bit more firepower. But we'll come back when the big fight happens. We'll try to get some harass here. There's a lot of units lined up, so I think Wind of Death is going to do some pretty nasty damage to them. Yep. 20k worth of damage. They do have some artillery. Let's go wipe them out real quick. I think this is the only one they have, though, because we wiped out the other two. So we should be good after we take this out. Right, there's the Lord, so we need to go after her. Yeah, Flock of Doom. I mean, it's not going to do that much damage, but I'd rather not deal with it. They do have a summon here we got to watch out for. Oh my goodness, look at this. So where do we want to do? Probably right here. Going that way, that should be a very solid Wind of Death. Come on, I should have angled it that way a little bit, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. Oh yeah, wow. That was a really good one. So we went from 20 to 60k. I would say that was a good one. Gonna get another nuke here. This is gonna hit a lot of weak units. Units that are already weak. Not that good actually. Yeah, barely 10k. Never mind. Alright, this one's gonna be good. So we're angling it that way. Yep. It hit quite a few units. 70 to 90. So another 20k. Not bad. And then what I'm doing is hitting this guy with our magic missile nuke. We can't really stand still though because they have so many ranged. Maybe let's go from behind. They probably won't shoot at us if we're behind them. Right, artillery's gone. Let's keep harassing the Lord and nuking their wave. Now they are approaching, so we got to get ready for this. Might not be a bad idea to start harassing them and getting them to spread out a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll summon a unit right here, right on top of their ranged troops. And we'll look for good opportunities for more Winds of Death. But we also need to keep working on that Lord. Yeah, we're getting hit. Oh man, our Vargulf is just getting destroyed. So we might need to pull him out. Keep going to the back of the map if we can, a little further back. And then we need to start summoning on top of these guys, which we may not be able to do unless we leave. No, we can reach. Oh, this is Wind of Death right here, just waiting to happen. Oh, he moved. Come on, man, why we gotta be so unlucky here? All right, let's keep summoning on top of the range. That should buy us a little bit of time. All right, let's get our nuke or our defense up. They have a lot of archers all over the place, so we need to just tie them up if we can. Let's get up in the front, start hitting them with their Vargulf. This guy can probably pull back. I don't think he's going to do a whole lot of good in melee. And we're getting destroyed. Okay, they have a bird here. That's why. So let's not do that. They've lost a lot of units. So we can probably get another good nuke right here to heal ourselves up a bit. Let's just get out. 90, 100. So we did another 20k from that. Just get back, get your shield. Let's try and get more summons here if we can. Yep, right here, get these guys from shooting at us. Yeah, Vargolf's not really getting hit too bad. So it looks like that's okay now. Get some healing. Our Mortis engine can probably do some work here on the side. Let's get him into melee. Still, we're not getting chased by our other lords. We should be okay with him. We can focus up here now. We do have Winds of Death here. I'm going to use it kind of close to our front line, but not quite. And that should do quite a bit of damage. There we go. Yep. Oh yeah, that hit a lot of units. Give him a debuff. Give him another summon. The Mortis engine is taking a bit of damage. Let's pull him back. Yeah, they're getting targeted. Some of these guys are just getting focused down. Can't do much about it. All right, that guy's fleeing. Let's go back. We have our shield now, so we can go back into the action with our main lord. What about healing? Maybe just the Mortis engine. I know he's got a passive heal, but we may not be able to out-heal the damage they're putting out on us. So let's just be safe here. I think they're going to flee soon. They're not really in a great spot. They don't have that much damage left. We've killed a lot of their range. Let's go ahead and get some summons. We got another one coming right here in the back. That's two more. Dive down and help. Actually, let's take out the Lord. He needs to go. I don't see too many good spots to Wind of Death, so we'll just hang on to it. Yeah, I think from now we just focus on the summons. And if anything gets real low, we'll focus on healing. But aside from that, I think we've pretty much got it. Enemy Lord's currently dying. Yep, she's trying to flee, so she's not going to get out. She's dead. I think that's it. Let me mop the rest of this up. There we go. We got the win. Their morale lost. Try and take out as much as we can, but they're right at the edge of the map, so that's not going to be much, I don't think. There's the Lord down. So that's their legendary Lord down. And yeah, we'll run down a few units here. So this main army is dead because they were force marched, if I remember. This army is just beat up, and then we'll fight it again when we attack the garrison, and then same thing with the garrison. So got up to 40, so 2 levels on that. We didn't take any losses, so we'll just take the money. Oh, he was not force marched. So defeating Alariel, control, growth, and winds of magic increase strength when changing. I don't know what that means. I know it means the base amount when changing. Oh, so I guess if it changes, it's a 5% that it's going to go up instead of down. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, let's finish this off. Settlement down. Sack it, 'cause it's worth a decent amount. Got an item, and we get to fight it again. Nice. Was kind of hoping we would have movement speed to take this, and then attack it again and take it, but I don't think we have the movement speed to sacrifice here anymore. So what is our range? 64. We still technically have a decent amount. No, I think we have to, right? If we... I'll be right back. I don't think we get an option to sack it again. Yeah, it's either loot and occupy or occupy. So there goes our movement speed, unfortunately. And we cannot reach them anymore. So unfortunate, but that's alright. Because the garrison held on for another fight. So hopefully... Well, no, they're probably going to run. Yeah, they don't really have too many places to run, though. They have to go past us to get back home. Right now, they're taking attrition. Ridiculous. So they're going to be in pretty rough shape. So that's all our movement over here. We got to go south for our next one. And it's going to be one of these two. I think we'll just go in order, though. That's the safest way to do it. Yeah, we have plenty of movement speed. We'll be able to sack it, too, if we want. So, yeah, why don't we get over there? We'll stack this one. We got plenty of movement speed, and we're good to fight it again. Nice. Quite a few items there. Hopefully we get more on the second go around. Here we go. Should be it. And we got our zombie dragon. Nice. So we don't need the siege attackers here anymore. Or I guess just the one siege attacker. So if we decide to split off another army, or if we meet up with another one, we can just hand this one over. But we'll hang on to him for now. So we should have... Yep, we should have movement speed to take that. Looks like we do. So we'll get there in one turn. We'll probably be able to get these other ones in one turn as well and just hopscotch around. This side, maybe not so much, although, yeah, we're going to have to fight this guy no matter what we do. I think what might be the better option is to take... we'll go to war with these guys, and we'll take this settlement, maybe like this one, and then work our way back. Or maybe take these, work our way back, something like that. Yeah, we'll probably go down backwards, go down this way, clear out all this, and then meet up. So that way, if whatever we leave here, we'll pick up with the guy in the back. I think that makes the most sense. Let's go finish off Clan Engren. So this is going to be just to the east and slightly south, over here in the mountains. Yeah, we do have movement speed finally. Been traveling for such a long time to take this settlement. Let me go and throw some items on. They don't really have anything too scary, just a handful of ranged. There's no AoE. So we'll just gotta bust the gate down and group up on them. Here we go. That should be Clan Engren completely wiped out after we sack it, of course. Because that's worth 7 grand. And it'll occupy. Faction destroyed. There we go. It's another door faction down. So there's not much left over here. We got one more settlement. Oh, no, these idiots. Do we want to mess with them? We could just sue for peace. I'm just worried if we go here, it uses 8. If we go here, it uses 34. Actually, if we attack them... Yeah, I think we can probably still do it. Let's just do it. Yeah, we should have enough. Yes. So this uses about 60. This uses about 8. So that's 70-something%. We'll still have like 20 or so just to take that out. So let's go ahead and wipe this one out. Yes. And of course he's going to run. Why wouldn't he run? But that, I guess we could just pick him up with this army. Yeah, I'll just fight it real quick. If we take like one tiny step this way, maybe... We'll participate and get some XP for it. We need our Necrolord to get some XP for that. Yeah, that should be pretty straightforward. So that should be it, because that was their second fight. Give me items. Nice. Dawnstone. And then we want to get in the water and then try and get over here. So what's the fastest route? Just force march. Here we go. And then we can reach here in one turn, make landfall. And then start war. So it'll be 1, 2, so 2 more turns. So by turn 32, we'll be at war and own land from this guy. Yep, that should be plenty of time to solidify and clean that up. Now, let's see if we have... Alright, we moved too much, apparently. Yeah, that was not a good idea. We should have just taken the settlement. I got a little greedy there. Okay, well, next best option is to move in channel stance. And we'll just move over here. Wait, why is it having me go in the water? I just want to take this settlement. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to go in the water.
Time to die.
There we go. That's fine.
This night.
And that was with our manservant, so we just don't have any more movement speed. And then the blood dragon, we just need to scoot him down. This guy's going to take a while. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have some downtime for a few of these armies, but there's not much we can do about it. Go. So that should be everybody up here moved. Let's go down here. Now we've got kind of some tricky situations here. We've got Scarbrand. We have to deal with him, but we also have this guy who's threatening to attack Malagor. And if I remember correctly, he's pretty strong. Only level 24, but that's still pretty good. Scarbrand is level 20, so he's decent. And then we've got this little rebellion that's kind of slowing us down a bit. I was hoping this guy would be able to settle one of these. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This one was specifically for this rebellion. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll take care of that. But what kind of movement speed does this take? 70. Takes almost all of our movement speed. We'd have to force march to get back. And then I'm assuming Scarbrand thinks he's stronger and he would probably attack. I don't think there's any way around it, though. I don't think we can defend here with just garrisons. This is too many strong enemies. Legendary Lord, this guy's Legendary Lord. They're both quite good as well. So I think this guy can go. That doesn't really matter. Let me give him a manservant just to make sure he can get as far as he can over the water.
I relish the
Go over the water. He will not go. So he's going to take an extra turn.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Okay, so this one. We could attack Scarbrand first. He's closer. And then we would have to try to make it back there.
It is night.
We wouldn't have enough movement speed. And then the thing is, this guy could technically attack Galvaraz. He's got siege attacker, so he doesn't need to worry about anything. He could just go right in. And there's no way that garrison holds. So yeah, I think Malagor's the priority, and then we force march back to Sunken Cairnarch. He can't reach Galvaraz, so that's fine. Well, he's in raid stance though. If he's not in raid, maybe he could. Yeah, either way, I think we fight this one. Yeah, but I think we fight this one either way. So let me load up on items. Let's go attack. Well, it's actually given us the close victory, so I feel pretty good about it. He does have some AoE that we have to deal with, but Isabella should have zero problem sniping him out. So aside from him, they've got Explosion. Okay, so that actually does damage. So both of these units need to go. The other units, man, those hit hard. So this giant hits for 700, most of its armor piercing. Wow. And his melee attack is 78. Jeez. Okay, so he won't miss. This guy's not quite as strong, but he's flying. Yeah, we'll pick him off first pretty easily. We got to get these two right after that, I think, and then we should be fine. So here's the plan. We're going to get our army back in the corner, like usual. That should create a pretty good choke point. And then we need to get these guys up there and try to take out... Yeah, we absolutely need to get rid of this guy because he's got a couple spells that'll wreck our little formation here. But otherwise, I think once we take them out, our main priorities are just to get rid of some of these stronger units so we don't have to fight them twice. And then outside of that, we should be good. Give ourselves a couple boosts. Debuff him. I wouldn't even mind nuking him. Let's just make sure he's going to go down. Got... Jump in there. Make sure he doesn't get out. Oh, nice. We got him. So that guy's gone. We got to deal with a couple other units now. Manticore. And then these two. Yeah. So I don't know what they're going to do, but I guess we'll figure that out. You know what? He's... Yeah, I was going to say there's a wind of death right there, but maybe not. They're moving kind of fast. Alright, let's go harass the Harpies, since they're not really cooperating. I thought they were going to bum rush us, but they're not. So that'll give us time. That is actually really good. Yep, we're going to win to death this. There's just too many units there not to. Pretty good. It's a little off-center, but that was pretty good. Yeah, almost 500 kills. Wow. Alright, so those guys are going to get out. Yeah, we need to try to not let people get out if we can. Let's kill the Harpy. We'll hit him. Spirit Leech, just get him down as quick as we can. So, damage boost. Give him the plus to melee attack so we don't miss. If he tries to run, we will hit him with the nuke, just in case we can't catch him. Got him. Nice. We're gonna have to waste it. Alright, so they got a Harpy unit. I don't care about those. They'll just crash into our line and then get killed. Now we gotta worry about this giant. And where's that? Oh boy, they're gonna give us another one. Yeah, let's do one like this. This should hit a lot of units. Wow.
Isabella
It's like a tornado just went through a town.
At once.
Alright, so that's 800 kills. Yeah, we basically got over 400 kills per cast. Not bad at all. Where's
Sylvania
the...
rules the night.
There he is. Okay, there he is. Yep, the hero. Let's start putting some damage in. And you know what? They only have one more flying unit. Let's just start nuking it. Because this thing's got 90-second cooldown. Use it before that guy's gone anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and boost. Boost. Debuff this guy. We gotta watch our shield here. Our barrier. Yeah, see, he one hit. Barrier's half dead.
Mortals will perish.
We'll keep an eye on that. And then also some of these little units, will just wipe him out. Get him out of here. Get out of here, dude. We could probably just summon to clean up the rest. So I'm gonna have one unit stay. Yeah, stay and clean that up, hopefully down below 10%. And then Isabella needs to go work on this giant. Oh, what happened? How come he just took a massive amount of damage? Does he have a... No, he doesn't have a cast. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Here we go. Can we hit him? We're not hitting him. Dude, you're wasting all your buffs. Okay, how are we doing back here? 37. Yeah, we need to make sure this thing goes down. Let's go ahead and summon. See if that's enough to get it down below, because I don't think he's going to do enough damage. She still hasn't hit him. What the heck are you doing, man? Well, that was a waste, unfortunately. Okay, can we hit the other guy? Where is he? There he is. Let's get in there, see if we can hit him. Oh, but he turned around and instantly hit. Oh no, we did get a hit off. Yep. He's going to be, I think, maybe a little bit tougher. What are we doing back here? Oh, they got the harpies coming. Fine, we'll take them out. We need to... Alright, so... This would be a really good win to death opportunity, but he's back there messing with the harpies. Here's that giant. Try and get debuffs, all that stuff. See if we can get some hits on this guy without instantly dying. Yeah, there's the giant. Alright, so he's almost dead. I don't think we're going to be able to get him because he's at the edge of the map. So once they flee... But maybe we can do damage to him before we hit anything else. Let's get our Vargol. Yeah, get over there and hit the giant. He should be able to help. Let's focus him down with everybody. And then we can slow them down a little bit by summoning some skeletons here. Vargol is taking some hits. Oh man, yeah, he just got hit. Okay, let's get back here. Go ahead and nuke it. And then we'll hit it again. We need to heal. We're getting hit by something. Doing some splash damage. Alright, there we go. He's almost down. I think he's fleeing. No, he's not. But pretty close. These things are coming in. Let's just nuke. They should be dead. Yep, that's fine. That's their final flying unit. I think they're getting army lost. Alright, this is super important. We can't let him out. Please kill the giant. Please kill the giant. He's just gonna walk off, isn't he? He just walked off. Like it was nothing. Can we kill this guy then instead? Yeah, unfortunately, being right there, they were all at the edge of the map, so they just instantly got out. Like, she's getting hits in on him at least. Like he's gonna go down here. Come on. Yep, we got him. So the giant got out just with a tiny, tiny bit of health. We'll have to finish him off some other time. Yeah, look at that, man. A tiny sliver of health. Okay, well, it is what it is. So we'll take the money. We got an item out of it. But they are not getting replenishment, so that's a good start. If we chase him, that's going to use up all of our movement speed, and we won't be able to get back. I don't think we can get back now, actually. Yeah, we can't even get back now. So we're going to have to fight this guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight him with a
Yes.
compromised army.
Gather.
Yeah, we have the manservant on. Even with that, we can't reach it. We're just barely short. Now let's deal with this rebellion. Shouldn't have a problem here. We got them to try to charge in. Not a good idea. They're gonna get spanked here, but that's alright. And we probably need to get around, do some damage to those archers. I'm gonna boost them. And then we'll keep an eye out for some heals. Yep, these guys need to heal because we put the armor piercing on them. So they'll do extra damage. Probably want to do the boost to our dogs. Boost them. They should be crushing these guys.
Master
But we might need to heal them as well. Shield's just about all the way back. So let's get back to the front line. Yep, they're fleeing. Perfect. Let's heal the bats because they're about to go down. Alright, that unit's fully dead. Let's get the other archer unit. The dogs. Actually, I have no problem chewing through these. Unless they lose... Yeah, unless they crumble. They might crumble. Well, the archers are almost dead, at least. Yeah, their whole army's fleeing. Now we just gotta worry about the enemy lord. But we have a big shield, so we can definitely handle it. Did we... Yeah, we're losing the dogs. Let's heal them. They're not going to last too much longer. Alright, let's boost our lord and fight their lord. Should be able to hit this guy pretty hard. Archers survived, but they're at half. Yeah, we should be good here, I think. So we'll cut this. Yeah, there we go. They got army lost. We might have to chase him down again. Yeah, couldn't run anybody down because we don't have anything. So let's see where they go. Maybe we'll just raise a few troops and finish them off. We could try to do the same thing here, actually. But that's an interesting thought. We could just hire a temporary army and then wipe this thing out. If we do that, let's just get a little dumpy army here. Recruit what we can. We can get more over here because there's a different province. But we should have enough to take this out. And I think that's enough movement speed to take that out as well. Yeah, I think that's going to work out pretty well. After the little army was able to wipe them out down to 0. Let's take replenishment, because that's not very much money. And we might have a tough fight coming up next. Yeah, we can definitely reach. That's good. You know what we could do? I could even have this army come over here and settle Mordheim. We're already kind of on the way there. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, because I don't think this guy can reach. Oh, no, he can reach. Okay. Well, let's one thing at a time. Let's move over here and see if we can hire. Oh boy, we could hire a good army here if we want, but I don't think we need to. So what are we up against? The scariest thing is going to be this giant. Everything else is fine. So maybe we'll get some anti-large. Yeah, he's got a lot. Yeah, I think we're fine. Just get some zombies, a couple anti-large, and we should be just fine with this. Yeah, it's even going to give us an auto-resolve if we want, but let's just fight it. Yeah, I might keep this army alive. We'll see. This one, yeah, I think this battle is going to be pretty straightforward. Let's kill off their flying units. Pretty much done. We could do the same thing with the giant. We could just dive bomb him, get him out of here. We'll wait until they start to attack, though. Get them spread out a little bit. But yeah, I think this one's pretty much done already. At least see the demise of the giant. Oh, can they not hit him? Wait, why are they can't hit him? What in the world? Wow, we just lost half of our guys because we can't hit something that's like a 5-story building. Interesting. Right, we're just using our lord. He's already down to 100. And he should be down right now. Yep, there he goes, he's dead. Alright, so they have no threats now. Should be GG. There we go, we routed him. Let me run people down, get some heals, just in case we want to keep this army. That should be faction destroyed, I think. Yep, Harbingers of Disaster are gone, so we don't have to worry about them. Got a nice sword. I think we already have a couple of those, so we might swap that out for something bigger, but what do we want to do here? Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to keep this army to go to Morgheim, because we can just jump. Once we capture this, we could just jump next turn and then get there in 2. This one's already accounted for. Do we need another army here? Minus 16k. I guess it's not a terrible idea. We could take just the cheapest siege attacker. Maybe get like a unholy lodestone. Fill the rest out with zombies. And we got ourselves a full stack for what? Not even 3 grand. And this guy's actually getting up there, so he's got the Children of the Night maxed, so he'll level up pretty fast.
Darkness.
Oh, where do we send him is the question. I don't want him to get picked off by Scarbrand, because Scarbrand will definitely kill him if he gets a hold of him. So maybe we send him to the west. Yeah, we'll send him over here. Hopefully he doesn't have range. I don't think so, but I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and move some of these smaller armies. So we'll go ahead and settle Dragonhorn Mines.
The scent of death is strong.
500. And then how many turns to get to here? It might be easier if we just take Carrick Asgal and hire somebody new for that. I think that's what we'll do. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Yeah, I don't really want to travel across that because it said 3 turns to get there. And if we force march, it's not going to help us get over the river faster, just like right here. It's not helping at all. So that's fine. So why don't we go take Carrick Asgal? We've been waiting on this one for a while. Got to put some items here. This is the only dangerous thing they have. And we have a Flying Lord, so we can just go in and pick them up. Yeah, so we'll probably edit this out. It should be fairly straightforward. Settlements down. Go ahead and sack it. 7 grand, that's a lot. Another Executioner's Axe. We haven't really been using that. It's a decent item, but I don't like that minus attack. Right, so we want to hire one here, and then we need to figure out what we're going to do. We'll probably have this army go south, and then these two can clean up the rest in here. I think that makes the most sense. Dragon Lord can go east. Start working on the Knights of Calador. Yep, I think that makes the most sense. So let's strip the items. I'm going to hire a temporary lord just to settle that one or to colonize. And then we should be good. We can just throw up one of these guys. Level 1 is fine. And that's going to be 1 turn. Yep, we'll get there in 1 turn. Perfect. We're not going to get to Kradtamen in 1 turn, I don't think. Yep, there's no way. So we'll probably just get some Winds of Magic. We can get there by next turn, that's fine. And then Dringo Ruckus to Spite Peak, we can definitely get that in 1 turn. And then we'll have to double back this way. Is there a better option here? So we don't have to slow down this army. But you know what? We can hit Kradtamen this turn with this army. Yeah, this guy can't reach. Oh man. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's a little awkward. You know, why don't we do this? Spite Peak, since nobody can reach that in 1 turn except for this army. This army's already positioned. He'll go south. He'll go here. Kradtamen, Misty Mountain. Take Spite Peak. We'll take Bone Gulch. And then work our way down here. Take this one. And then we'll work on Nagashazar. This one gives, whoa, all armies physical resistance 5%. That is crazy. And then cooldown 20% for all spells. Wow. We have to get it to tier 5, so that's not going to be easy, but that would be a good item to have for a long game. And then what is this? A tier 1 building that gives us recruit rank for lords +3. We definitely want to get that. So that'll probably... we'll probably do that instead of an economic building. Right, so let's...
Bring me flesh to
yeah, let's go ahead and attack Spite Peak.
Necropolis.
They do have an army in there that's not that big of a deal. What do they have, though? So we have to wipe out the mortar. They have a couple warp grinders. That shouldn't be too bad. And then a caster. Man, they actually do kind of have a lot. This is the priority for sure. These guys we can delay. So priority is going to be the mortar, the lord, and then the warp team. Because we can delay these guys with summons, I think. Let's go throw some items on and see if we can get that done. There we go. We got items. And let's get in there. Get in there. So we're hiding in the woods. We're going to send our Banshee to go after the Lord. And then we're going to go harass whatever units we can here. So we could potentially hit all three. This is probably the priority, so let's hit them first. See what kind of damage it does. Oh, wow, dude. Interesting. Yeah, that didn't really do anything to the Globadiers. That's fine. So they're trying to nuke our flying unit.
At once.
Oh, let's get our Banshee in there. Look at that little slithering snake looking thing. Good hitting. Where are you? There's the avalanche mortars. You might need to summon to get these guys to stop moving around so much. Let's go ahead and summon. Yep, hit him. Oh yeah, he's getting hit. They can't stop her. She can just slide around. Killed a couple of them. They're still grouping up pretty heavily. This could be a good Deathwind mortar. Actually, why don't we do that? Get these two big clumps. Pretty nasty. 300 kills. Avalanche mortars are still not going down. Let's summon another unit so we can get them to keep nuking themselves. They seem to be doing a lot of damage to themselves. Right, here we go. Get Banshee out. We're hitting this guy again. Actually, we could probably just micromanage. What happened? They have a... Oh, the snare. Yeah, they have a snare. It's fine. We gotta be careful with this guy, though. He's not as slippery as this Banshee is. But my god, that's a lot of units. Yeah, let's... Can we get an overcast? We need 2 more winds of magic. Let's wait a little bit, and then we'll try and get another one. That's a huge bundle of units. Alright, we're going to go straight through the middle. It's going to kill some of our summons, but I don't really care. There we go. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. 600, we're up to 600 kills on that guy. Banshee needs to stop getting stuck. Let's back out so we can get our shield back. And then we can spend some time microing the Banshee here. Yeah, almost dead. Where is that avalanche mortar, though? Still here. Oh, wait. Is that it? Yeah, still have 5 units left. But almost dead. This guy's got 1 or 2 hits. Yeah, he's going to flee, but he's not going to make it. Right, mortar is fleeing. Okay, there we go. Lord's dead. Avalanche mortars are dead. Let's go focus on these. Yeah, we got to focus on the weapons team now. They did find us. Found our little hideout back here. We go wipe them out. Pretty easy fight. And yeah, just occupy. This thing's not in great shape. Nice. Got some items out of it, and that's province secured. I think Clan Moors only has these 2 left, so he'll be wiped out in a couple turns. Maybe he might have Desolation of Nagash as well, actually. So that's Spite Peak. Let's go east. We want to try to take Bone Gulch. We might be able to do this in 2 turns with Winds of Magic. Looks like it is. Let's make sure. Let's put on a Manservant just to be sure. Because it's kind of close. I can't tell if there's like a little bit of blue in there or not. Put that. And we're going to get attacked here for sure. Yeah, guaranteed we're going to get attacked here. Probably by both armies. There's nothing too crazy in there though. Yep, I feel like we should be able to handle everything they have in there. This guy's level 16, so he can handle quite a bit. This guy's 15, 18, yeah. I think between the Doomstack and the Hero Lords, they should be just fine. Can we reach this next turn? Yeah, we can. So maybe what we'll do is a loop right here. So maybe we'll come up here to Ashridge Mountain, Fortress of Vorag, whatever this settlement is, I don't remember the name, and then Bone Gulch. And we got to travel all the way around to do that. This one's always a pain in the butt to get to if you can't tunnel. It just soaks up your movement speed getting in there and getting out. But anyways, we should be okay there. Moving east a little bit. Yeah, we've got our last block of military movements here. We can reach that in 1 turn. Perfect. Don't have room to sack though. So we'll just attack. And this guy doesn't have anything too crazy. He's got a magic missile. And then they've got some artillery, so we should be good there. Let's throw some items on. and then we'll take this Mount Greyhag. Got the decisive victory. Settlement is ours. We don't have room to sack. Ooh, man. I would love to, but we just don't have the room. We will occupy, though. Loot and occupy for 3 grand. That's not too bad. And we got everybody mounted now. So we got Mount Greyhag, and like I said before, we'll probably come down here and then start to push towards Nurgle, I think, with this army, with these 2 armies. Push down here. Wait, is this Nurgle as well? No, that's Ardvois. Yeah, that's Gremgor. So we'll deal with him later. Yeah, we'll probably deal with him when we get those guys up and running. Right, so I think we've got everything accounted for here. That one looks like it'll attack next turn. That's fine. Now let's do this attack. We could get 2 battles if we fight outside. And we'll still have plenty of movement speed, so we might want to do that. There's only 8 in the garrison. This guy's half dead already. Anyways, let's put some items, and then we'll probably do that. So let's go ahead and attack this guy. He is force marched. So he won't be able to get out even if we don't kill everything. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll wait for the reinforcements to come in, and then we'll fight it a couple times. So force march or not, we wiped him out anyways. And almost all of the garrison. Got the lord out that was inside. We should be able to get another fight here. Yeah, I'm gonna fight this one real quick. That's down. Let's go ahead and sack it. Got plenty of movement speed. There we go. That was a lot of money too. So we're up to almost 80k. Built some economic buildings, and this army is good to go. We might get attacked by Nakai. I'm okay with it though. This army is fairly strong. Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit. We just need this Necrarch to get up there and deal with Nakai and the Skink Priest before they get any damage off. But we should be fine there. Totally fine. We might have to fight 2 battles, actually. Think about it. This guy is in range and will probably attack. So we might have 2 big battles. So hopefully we don't take too much damage. But I think we'll be okay. Oh, and there's Grimgor. If we want to add a 3rd Legendary Lord in one turn, that'd be kind of cool. So let's, yeah, let's finish the turn. We'll get ready for that. So these guys are down to a single settlement and a single army, and then they'll be wiped out. So probably need 2 turns. Yeah, 2 turns for that, but we'll be able to get some Winds of Magic at least. Yeah, she's kind of suffering. This area is not very good for Winds of Magic. So moving north is... Yeah, we need to figure out what we're going to do here, actually. Is that Our Lady? Yeah, that's Our Lady that fought that other army. Now, we still have this mutagenic energy thing for 2 more turns, so we won't be getting replenishment. Should be a big deal, though. They're actually in pretty good shape, all things considering. Now, we have this army already in the north. We'll take Ice Spewer, and then we kind of need to figure out what we're going to do from here. It might make sense to send a 2nd army through here. This army up this way, this army up this way, this army this... Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. So we'll send her over here. Probably in force march, though. Otherwise, it's going to take her a really long time to get up there. So let's see. We're going to be, what, 1, 2. By the time we get right here, we'll start getting replenishment, and then we'll take a fight. Let's attack with the Necrarch right now. Yeah, we need to take the settlement. So they have just the 1 magic missile. And that's the only thing that's scary here, so we should be good. We got items. Let's go ahead and fight this real quick. Nice. I got that bug again where I get stuck in the bottom of the map or something. Luckily, we were right at the end, but they really should fix this game at some point. Because that happens way too often. Settlement down. Let's go ahead and sack it. And that gave us our zombie dragon. Nice. So we don't have a siege attacker here, or we didn't have a siege attacker here, but now we do. So this army is actually quite strong now. Alright, so we'll have 2 armies going through here. We have to figure out which way they split. We have 1 army coming through here. Yeah, we'll take Evil Idris this turn. It's giving us a Pyrrhic victory for this. That's funny. Okay, let me fight this real quick. Go, settlement down. And we'll take some money from sacking and an item. Eagle Ides. We got 1 more we can take this turn. So Black Fang. This guy can reach, but we won't be able to sack. Okay, how much is it worth? 2 grand. Yeah, it's not that bad. So we aren't missing too much.
This night it shines.
Got items. Let's go attack. Yeah, 17 move. We're not going to be able to sack it. But it's not that big of a deal. And once again, I'm going to go fight it real quick. Settlement down. And do we occupy or loot and occupy? It's only 1,000. Probably not worth it. Let's just occupy. Yeah, that's fine. We don't want to piss these people off too much until we take the capital. That's probably going to be 2 turns. That looks a little too far. Yeah, it's 2 turns. This is going to be 2 turns. This is going to be 2... Yeah, we're not going to get much next turn, unfortunately. We're just going to be doing a lot of moving.